the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is January 19, 2026. It is 5:52 a.m. Yesterday, after I finished, did some stuff, I was completely out of it. And I just lay on the couch until 9, 10, maybe 11 o'clock at night. Took a shower and then come back here and start editing whatever I was supposed to edit during the day. So this is why I'm sort of late of recording. But it seems like there were a lot of things that was going on. There's a new video that Harry and Meghan put out. You know what? I didn't even go on IG to check it out, but I was seeing it all over X. Let me see if Meghan posted it. I'm pretty sure it's Meghan who posted it on that. Okay. So maybe it's on, because it usually take an hour, right? Okay, so it was them. Okay, I'll play it once, put the screenshot, and when I come across it on my IG, on Instagram, on she posts more cucumber schoolwork probably. Okay, so this is the video that was going around. I muted. Let me see.
But his dad wasn't quite 3,000 pounds, so we don't know if
Look at the lip of the giraffe. There's Meghan. Alright. Let me go back. Can we see it completely? Alright, let me pause for a second. Okay, playing it all over without muting it. But there will be screenshots, okay? When I come, there's Miss Doria and Lili.
Year of growing. On average, black rhinos can weigh up to about 3,000 pounds.
3,000?
3,000 pounds. So, but his dad wasn't quite 3,000 pounds, so we don't know if he...
Okay, so we got to hear the audio. Okay, so this is another one regarding the bookmark. Put it by her products. All right, so there's a new one with her bookmark. Okay, the book can turn. They probably have a fan to turn the page, so you could see the bookmarks stay where where you have put it. That's her promotion. I'm telling you, she's one of those who's using the platform, social media, the right way. All right, so I have a lot of tweets to share with you. Now that I've shared the videos, Archie feeding the rhino, and you saw Lili's or whatever the page that was, I'm not gonna share them again when I'm over here. Okay, so this is further down the list. Let's see how fast I could do it. First tweet. Okay, this is the first tweet. Every time Meghan posts sweet video of life at home, it's no longer love went, but love reigns supreme. Her life with Harry and the kids is fantastically beautiful. Harry and Meghan. Well, Harry did say he was looking for a peaceful life. Remember that speech he did at the Center Bali when he was leaving to go meet Meghan in Canada after the Syndrome Summit?
That I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
He got it. All right, so there was no comment on the original post. I'm not gonna play these videos again. Why? If you are new, YouTube gives me a lot of problem when I share videos. They really do to copyright. Okay, it seems like I'm the only one who goes through that issue with YouTube. All right, the first one shows Lili and Miss Doria. All right, Doria and Lili. There's the heart, Harry and his warming hand. And this video, Meghan had to move Harry's hand. All right, let's go to the next one. The squad were really tweeting about it, but for some reason I had no energy to put any screenshots. Okay, so, did I put it twice? No. Lindo's Meghan via Instagram stories. All right. Oh, I put it twice. Next one. Let me pause to make sure I didn't mess up. I think I saw what I did. I click on it and then I went in it. So yeah, so that's the still image of Lili and Miss Doria. I'm so happy Mama Doria is able to spend quality time with her grandchildren with joy and peace. What a beautiful opportunity. There's nothing like your grandchildren. Sussex family, Mama Doria. Yeah. She doesn't have to travel to the UK to go see the kids. She just hop on, call Meghan, I'm coming. Look at how Lili's having a wonderful time with her grandmother. I'm so happy for all of them, especially Miss Doria, who doesn't have to travel over there or wait months before she could see her kids, Meghan and Harry, and then the grandchildren. There's the thumbs up. Mama Doria deserves all the happiness in the world, surrounded by her grandchildren, her daughter, and her incredible son-in-law. She has endured more hardship than anyone else. Yep, I agree with that. Now it's time to reap the rewards of what they built with resilience, patience, and strength. Where did this come from? Okay, we just saw it on Instagram story. King Charles lost and Meghan father's lost. I don't think Charles care. Okay, Charles put himself in the position that he's in because he wants to be there. So I don't think Charles lost anything. But I could say Meghan's father did, because he was just chasing money without trying, in my humble opinion, to protect his daughter.
Photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who's with American Media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. I was just part of it, basically.
Humanity, empathy, ethics, and all of that out the window, but just chasing little, what is it, $50 for interviews, say stupid things about his daughter, whether or not they are true. He didn't care. If he just kept his mouth shut, he could have been sitting around that pool, lounging and drinking tea. Look at how much food Meghan is making. Meghan enjoy cooking, making little sweet stuff. Okay, they all could have been enjoying this, but no, they rather go the other way. So they all put themselves where they are. Okay, King Charles lost and Meghan's father is lost. I would say Meghan's father lost, but Charles, I think Charles put himself where he's at. Don, you got great eyes. I simply assumed that was Meghan. All right, the weather is absolutely gorgeous here. We had a few months of rain, but now almost 70 in the Bay Area. Santa Barbara is a little bit warmer down there. We got snow today. So true, my granddaughter is the same age as Lili. She's my heartbeat. Her mom was my first heartbeat. What's lovely is her mom seeing her daughter's love for me. Yeah, I don't care how fat my heart gets from all her sugar. Amen, there's the heart, quiet dignity. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right, so there's this here. Prince Archie hair color is such a beautiful hue of red. The Spencer red hair gene is, there's that. Okay, I'll play this again. I could easily put this in a screenshot.
Year of growing, on average, black rhinos can weigh up to about 3,000 pounds.
3,000?
3,000 pounds. So, but his dad wasn't quite 3,000 pounds, so we don't know if he'll year of growing.
Archie is gonna be very smart. Look at his ear. Oh my God. Okay, he's going to be one handsome boy. Yep, that's for sure. This is a ad. Titan, I think it's called. Okay, the color of the... There it is again. There was a lot of tweet. These are extra. We also happy to see these children becoming normal human beings, full of love and affection for humanity. May God continue to protect the Sussex family from all harm and danger. All right, that will be today again. The video. New from Meghan, we are not over that dance, and neither is she. You can also hear little princess a little bit behind the scene. Okay, I didn't hear it. Okay, I'm gonna play it. Okay, I hear it. Okay, now I hear it. But the audio was too loud. All right, let me pause and put these. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. I put them on the list as part of the extra. All right, just like Daddy. There's the hair here. Prince Harry and Prince Archie. I was gonna say Archie, but Harry was always suspicious of the tabloid. People taking picture of him. Look at him. Okay, Archie going to be bald like Daddy. Hey, it's in the gene. Why do I have the like here? It's in the gene, so what do we expect? All right. Is Meghan's father head is bald? Let me go look at an image of Meghan's father. Okay, so there's Meghan's father. There's a possibility. There's a possibility. Well, let's see Meghan's brother. Does he still have his hair? Whatever. What can we say? His father and Charles and all of them. So you just never know. I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, let's pause it. Oh, Prince Archie at Living Desert Zoo. Oh, why do I have it highlight? Okay, a caring nephew. Love. Our little Prince Archie is so cute. So cute. There's a loving eye. All right. The other things are talking about it. Just like Daddy, Prince Harry and Meghan's son, Prince Archie, was captured on camera feeding a baby rhino during a family visit to the Living Desert Zoo and Garden. Alright, has forgotten where he was for a second. There's all of that. This was extra. Alright, let me move on. Today I want to go to the gym. I didn't go yesterday. It was Sunday. I don't know. I was completely out of it yesterday. Okay, friends who feel like family. Okay, so this is image. Okay, so they came with another family as well. Let's see here. Hot mom bumped around a bit more to end the year with family and friends who feel like family. 2025 gave us a lot of hope and things to look forward to. And one of my favorite moments, of course, the gifts from the living desert was a stuffy giraffe named Georgie. A perfect way to end our adventure, knowing he was right there with us, sign. Not to mention my mini bestie, who doesn't mind the accidental matching moment. May everyone ease into 2026 with a lot of love and hope. I don't know who's that, but I guess they were there. The squad are everywhere. They follow a lot of people. Next tweet. Okay, more of that again. Archie and Lili, Meghan via Insta story. All right, Lili has a better handwriting than me at my big age. This was not written by a 4-year-old. There's no reason to laugh. To lie about. Well, Meghan didn't say anything. Let's look at it again. I remember I was a stay-at-home mom. I raised my kids. My kids started writing the moment they start holding pens, a pencil. It's huge. It has to be big so their little finger could feel the pencil. I started with dotted lines. I used to go to the 99-cent store around my neighborhood. They have a lot of books. Okay, different books, you name it. And I came across a lot of books for kids. So instead of me printing and do all of that, I go to the, where you could look online and print stuff. I just go to the 99-cent store and find books for their appropriate age. I started with dotted lines. And then from dotted line, slanted lines, because when you're making uppercase letters, you need those long lines. For A, you need slanted and curves. Okay, with dotted, they have to follow the line. By the time my kids was 1, I would say maybe 1.5. Okay, because they were still in diapers. They were writing. Okay, they may not be writing words completely, the letters, the alphabet, and then as they move up, they go on. By the time they get to pre-K 3, by 3 years old, they're doing a lot of stuff already. Okay, I would say my only problem that I had with my kids was the potty training. And I got it on my second one. But my first one, I had issue. There was no handbook given to me how to do it. But I try. I talk to people and things like that. But my oldest, he got potty trained at 3 years old. Guess what? When he went to school, the teacher, every time I come across her, I always say hi to her. Because 1 week, she potty trained him. And then I asked question, how did you do it? Was this, was that? I don't remember anymore. But my second one, I didn't have that much problem. So I blame myself on that one because I was trying and, my house have carpet in the living room. So you don't want accident, when you remove the diaper and things like that and accident happen. And so that was my only problem with my kids. But by the time they were at pre-K, 3 years old, Okay? They were writing. And including reading certain 3-letter words. 2-letter words and 3-letter words. Like to, T-O, up, okay? Things like that. Mad, 3-letter words and things like that. But anyway, so if you don't work with your kids, they're not gonna know. I would not be surprised she's writing, what is it, 5 years old? Oh, please, she probably write it. Yes. All right. Because I was a stay-at-home mom, I work with my kids. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's that. Of course, it wasn't. She circled the picture. Well, I will bet. Okay. How old is Lili? Lili is probably 3, 4 maybe. Archie, I guess 6. Lili probably 4. Yes. She probably can write these things. I will bet on it she will write that. Because if I had my kids 1.5 writing, they were not perfect, but they could follow line. And I used to work with spelling with them. 2-letter words, 3-letter words, and as they grow up, get older, I increase the vocabulary. If you don't work with your kids, they're not gonna know. Yes, I will say she write that. Okay? The only thing I would say, maybe she might have issues with spelling. But if they spell it for her or she's looking at the words and writing it, I will say yes. Okay? So, all right. So while I was editing, I decided to look at the video again in slow motion to look at the writings. They may not be the kids or Lili's handwriting. It might be a little exercise that they're making them do to either match or to circle certain things that matches the words or something like that. They may not be the writing of the kids. Okay, it would have been much bigger. Okay, so it probably a little exercise they were making them do, or to check if whatever vegetables that they have, if it matches the list, to put an X next to it or something like that. But at that age, 4 and 6, yes, they should be able to write. But this one, I think now I'm looking at it again, I don't think they're the one who wrote it. It would have been much bigger and slightly different penmanship or something like that. Okay, so let's get back to the original recording. Next tweet. At that age, they should be able to do simple things. This is simple. The writing is simple. All right, this is Meghan with the giraffe. Harry and Meghan are living a purpose-driven life. Look at the giraffe. He's ready to eat. LOL, Sussex family. All right, so sweet. I love giraffes because they're beautiful and tall like myself. Lovely shot. One for the fridge door. I want to know where that zoo gets their giant ass romaine lettuce, because my 2 guinea pigs and bunny will have the biggest zoomies over this. There's that. I bet the lettuce is organic too. I love salad, so I don't know. Me and the giraffe will have some issues here. Next tweet. That's more of the dancing video. I'm not gonna play it. Not Meg having to remove Harry's hand from her ass. Okay. I think he sometimes forgets where he is. Let's go over it really. Like around here. There's Meghan removing. Right there. It's like, get your hand off my ass. The kids are watching. They're having fun. Harry doesn't care. You know, that's good for husband and wife. Yes, it's healthy. Next tweet. The squad have to bring things up. Prince Harry said, I'm the only daddy you will ever need. He really broke the Windsor rule and married for love. Harry, the generational cycle breaker. That's for sure. That's that. For a minute, I thought that was the video. Oh, God. Great-grand-uncle gave up the crown for Wallace. Charles marry misfit Diana. Oh, please. Why they always blaming Diana? Charles was the one who started cheating, and Charles never left Camilla.
I was brought up in the sense that, you know, when you got engaged with someone, you loved them. And the most extraordinary thing is we had this ghastly interview the day we announced our engagement, and this ridiculous ITN man said, "Are you in love?" So I thought, what a thick question. So I said, yes, of course we are, in the sort of fat, stern ranger that I was. And Charles turned around and said, what ever in love means. And that threw me completely. I thought, what a strange question.
What strange
answer. God, how does it traumatise me?
It's a pivotal moment. It shows that he's ambivalent about it. I think that in context, Prince Charles was not looking for love. He was looking for someone who can share the burdens and duties of a future princess and a possible future queen. So, in a way, love was not top of the agenda. As far as Diana was concerned, as a modern woman, it was.
And did you ask him?
No, I didn't dare.
Were you frightened?
Must have been, yeah.
I mean, you were in
We
love.
met 13 times before we got married.
Back out.
And they said to her, you know, too late Dutch, your face is on the tea towels now, which is all the souvenir tea towels, you can't chicken out.
Okay, there's that. You could read that yourself. That's probably where, after he received the award, you know, she tried, Kate tried, but William was not having it. Alright, let's see. Don't touch me. Heavy's saying, what about your wife? I mean, you know, the Derangers have to try, and the squad have receipt. I need to have this by itself. Precious, so many sad things happening today. So good to see love and happiness. Good for your children to see. Yeah. Lovely couple. May their union continue to be blessed. That song is creepy. And he is happiest of all. Lovely man. Was he talking to Meghan when he said that? Okay. What? Here? No, that was an interview. It could have been Michael Strahan or Anderson Cooper, because he was doing his interview for his book Spare.
Can you see a day when you would return as a full-time member of the royal family?
Let's go to the next tweet. First, William and Kate. Let's see here. This is why William and Kate are always mad. This is one of many reasons why William and Kate are in crisis. This is why the media is desperate to paint William and Kate as the most popular royals. No matter what William and Kate do, they just cannot compete. And they hate it. And so does the media. Alright. I'm assuming this is in the UK. Meghan shares barefoot dance video with Harry. Nod to 2026 romance. Okay, so it's trending in the UK. Alright, Harry and Meghan, UK national news trending. Alright, well, I'm not British and totally indifferent to the royal thing. When I see William and Kate, I see a middle-aged, old-fashioned, boring couple. On the other hand, when I see Harry and Meghan, I see a modern, interesting, sparkling couple. That's just a fact that others don't see. They see it, but the thing is that they have a narrative going on globally. They want to make sure the way that they want to go for you, they're force feeding you. You must see what they are trying to sell you, whether you like it or not, until your brain get used to it. That's what they're trying to do, for you to get used to it. But people are like, nope. Yep, you're so right. Although with William and Kate, they don't lean into that. They are old-fashioned and boring. You know what happened with Kate? Because when I see pictures of Kate, like early into the marriage or even before marriage, like I've said before, she had a very good athletic body. Okay? And the way the institution is, they always change people. So they changed Kate, and she went along with it. Okay, just like that presenter was saying, Kate, the reason why Kate is popular is because she's a mute woman. She doesn't say anything.
One of the reasons Catherine is so popular amongst certain demographics, and I'm going to say older people and men, is because she says absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
She's a good little girl who keeps quiet and doesn't complain, doesn't do anything, doesn't rock the boat, and is a very traditional, old-fashioned mute woman.
So she allowed them to morph her into what she turned into. But prior to that, I truly like her athletic body. She wasn't bulk or, look manly on it, anything like that. Very fit. Okay? Healthy fit. But now, I don't know. Your eyes could see for itself. Okay? But I didn't want to go into it. Let's see. But I think there is a way to lean into that so they stay true to who they are as people. The core support for the monarchy comes from the older generation, yet they don't do things that will appeal to them. I guarantee you, if they made their rounds throughout the UK and visited more towns and villages, tons of people will come out to see them because that's their fan base. Young people are not their fan base. Fundamentally, people can tell when you're being fake and inauthentic. William and Kate have never been modern or cool, and that's okay. That's who they are. The problem is, for years, they've been desperately trying to morph themselves into Harry and Meghan, and trying to replicate the obsession people have with them by doing superficial things like changing their hair, fashion, or even copying the way they speak and their mannerism. That's why it doesn't land, because people can spot it from miles away. Yeah, just stay true to themselves, but yeah, this person gets it. Why? I don't get why they don't understand. People can't resonate with you when you proclaim perfection. That's another thing. They always think they're perfect. WanK, performative life, that's William and Kate. Performative life is such a huge lie, and their status used to abuse others who want to support that crap. Yeah, the thing that they did to Harry, all right, and while they were putting unnecessary pain to Harry, people didn't like that. Okay, no thanks. They absolutely cannot compete, I guess. 3 things popped into my head. Jamaica's Prime Minister fired Wills and Kate, then even let them sit down. They were booed during the Boston basketball game. They shook hands through a fence of black children. That looked so bad. And them standing on that car when they went to Jamaica. Seems to me Wills and Kate have enough people to worry about in their own country. Perhaps their priorities are out of order. Yep, that too. They wanted the spotlight in the UK. This is one of the reasons I think he kicked Harry out. He wanted the spotlight in the UK. Harry left, and guess what? People in the UK still looking at Harry and Meghan, and Harry and Meghan ended up being global. All right, this is why William and Kate are always mad. Did I put it twice? What the hell? I did. Let me pause for a second. Yes, I did. I put it twice. Okay, so this is a JTB video, and I have 2 more that have nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. If you don't care about Meghan but know her outfit, schedule, brand drops, and facial expression, you're not a hater. You're in a parasocial relationship with Biff. The Devengers are a full fandom and clown makeups. Honk honk. Okay, so that's why I was saying those clown thing. Okay, 3 minutes, exactly 3 minutes. Let's listen.
Look at this image. This is not a line. This is a live action support group for people who are emotionally unwell about a stranger. This is the Meghan hate fandom in its natural habitat. Not critics, not commentators, a fandom with pathology. Because no one who is mentally at peace knows this much about a woman they don't care about. You don't accidentally memorize someone's outfit, friends, schedule, interviews, brand launches, and facial expressions. That takes dedication. That takes obsession. That takes a level of fixation that would impress the FBI. This is not normal. This is people waking up every day and choose to be haunted by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And every circus has its ringmasters. Kinsey Schofield, permanently clutching a microphone like it's a life raft.
Oh my
Dan
God.
Wooten,
Oh my
spinning
God.
conspiracy theories like balloon animals. Angela Levin,
Oh
shaking
my
a
God.
cane at clouds. Richard Eden, pearl clutching in IMAX. Nana Akua, delivering dramatic monologues to nobody. Samara Gill, sprinting toward outrage like it's cardio. These are not journalists. These are tour guides for obsession. Their entire business model is Meghan breathing. They scream she's irrelevant while tracking her like she's a supervillain. They cry, why won't she go away? While clicking every article. They beg for privacy while zooming paparazzi photos like they're enhancing evidence in a courtroom drama. You know her movements, you know her tone, you know her calendar, you know her jam. That is not hate. That is a parasocial relationship with anger issues. They've built entire identities around being mad. No hobbies, no inner monologue that doesn't include her name. Just constant emotional diarrhea in comment sections. Every smile is calculated. Every success is suspicious. Every breath is strategy. She launches Jam and they act like she activated sleeper agents. She posts a photo and they convene like it's the United Nations of delusion. She exists and they go mental. At this point, it's a fixation. This is what happens when your bitterness becomes a personality. Meanwhile, Meghan is rich, moisturized, living in sunshine, married to a prince, raising kids, building brands, and minding her business. And the hate fandom, still in line, still in costume, still honking. She's not ruining your life. She lives in your head like a luxury penthouse. All that obsession, all that unhinged energy, all that clowning, and she still doesn't care. That's the gag. And that's the read. This is the Notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
Alright, so while I was listening to him, I was uploading my next video. Yeah, these people, I don't know. There's no word. I agree with JTB 100%. Let's pause this. You are the best with your analysis. Thank you, sir. Meghan Sussex, Harry and Meghan are the it couple, in my humble opinion. Alright, the thing that baffles me most, they hate the woman so much, buy her products, jam and wine, drink it to half Richard Eden, then give negative reviews on her products. Who's winning here? Alright, so let's hear that.
And I want to thank my haters too because they be downloading my stuff so they can hear it and talk crap about it, but it benefits me. And I want to thank my
Alright, what is let's pause this. Natured resentment. Members of the toxic British media promise their readers Harry and Meghan will be irrelevant, poor, and begging to return to the firm. They are furious none of that ever happened, using their obsessive content on the Sussexes to pay their bills must really sting. Alright, let's listen to this. It's a minute and this is the first time I'm seeing this person here. A minute and 17 seconds.
I discovered a new term today. It's called nurtured resentment. They're saying nurtured resentment is why this man allegedly unalived his ex-wife and her new husband. They had been divorced since 2017, and he snuck into their house, allegedly, and unalived them because he was still angry about getting divorced. In said divorce 8 years ago, before y'all weirdos hop in the comment section like, she probably took the house and ran off with the kids. And they didn't have kids, so shut the fuck up. He got to keep the house. He didn't have to pay any alimony or child support. She even paid for her own wedding ring. He just didn't want her to be happy. This goon-looking weirdo who was a surgeon, literally a surgeon, couldn't stand the fact that his ex-wife was happy with somebody else 8 years later. So they're saying that he snuck into their house and shot and pew-pewed them, right? And left 2 kids, 4 years old and 1 year old, in the house with their parents' bodies. Nurtured resentment is like a slow burning flame where you keep the anger alive by reliving it. He was reliving the anger that she got away, that she escaped. He couldn't stand the fact that she was happy, so he kept making himself angrier and angrier until he went and decided to end their lives.
And one of the videos that I was doing actually was editing tonight, and I said, I went on a long rant. Lately, I've been warning you when I'm about to rant about certain things when I'm editing. Yeah, these people are crazy. We can't keep on running away from them. Okay? Sometimes we have to stop running and face them. Put them in their place. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. December 30th. It just happened. Their kids. Oh my Lord. There's that. Harry and Meghan are happy. You see the same type of thing is going on. These people never leave Harry and Meghan alone. Look at, every time I look at this image, I have absolutely no clue why Ford Fiesta is looking at Meghan like that. It will have to be something deep, deep within her core for her to hate on Meghan. Meghan didn't do anything to them. That kind of a look, it's something deep inside. Oh my God. Yeah. Let's see, what else? Any comment? That was my last thing. All right. And since my champagne box arrived yesterday, I will make it a toast to them. All right. She pays the bills as ever, Meghan. All right. What is this? They are obsessed and need help. Glad as ever, Meghan Sussex blanks them. That's what trolls and derangers deserve. You don't have to say anything to the haters. You don't have to acknowledge them at all. You just wake up every morning and be the best you can be. And that tends to shut them up. Michelle Obama. The economy must be pretty bad for people to thrive on clickbait hate. Their very existence relies on her oxygen. Better makeup than the clowns actually wear. The propagandists making a living off the hate her because they can't find a real job. How many jobs was then wood and fire from? They're confused fans. Okay, let's leave that alone. All right, I have two more tweets that have nothing to do with Harry and Meghan, but they are singers. One is alive, one is not. This one is alive. That's Celine Dion. All right, let me pause. Name something more iconic than, quote, I walk the shoes don't walk me. I'm assuming, okay, I don't know where this, from first glance, it looks like a warehouse. However, when I look deeper into it, I'm assuming maybe this is her wardrobe or shoes or something like that. She has so much, so she put them in the, I don't know. But anyway, let's listen. 22 seconds. I'm not going to go in the comments, okay? Oops.
What size are you, ma'am? I said, no, you don't understand. What size do you have? I'll make them work. I'll make them fit. I will walk the shoe. I walk the shoe don't walk me. I've worked shoes with my feet like this and sometimes like this to hold on to them. From 6 to 10, give it to me. I love them. Here we go.
Oh my
What
God.
size are you, ma'am?
Damn, I would love to. Okay, so maybe this is her warehouse where she keeps her shoes. Oh my goodness. From 6 to 10, I love them. Give them to me. Here we go. That's such a crazy thing to say. All right, that's that. I don't know why I put it on the list. All right, so this is Tina Turner. This one is more informative. All right, may she rest in peace. Tina Turner answering a question by an Italian journalist on Class in 1989. 50 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
He read place. Yeah. That I what?
Yeah, that you wanted to have more class.
Oh. How can I explain that?
As long as you have respect, basic
I
respect.
think it's not dealing with class so much as manners.
Okay.
I'm a self-made woman, and everything that I taught myself through my travel, through my surrounding of people. And sometimes I might have verbalized it wrong by saying more class. Class is first, second, or third. So you'd like to be the best. So I'll try to better my life, my lifestyle. So all of that would take you to a different class if you need to put it. But we're still talking about manners.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
I agree with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she must have said something about class and some other interviews or whatever. So that interviewer probably wanted to be more clarification. So she sort of explained it. I agree with Tina Turner. I was saying respect, but what did she say? Manners. All right. As long you have the basic, people should all have the basic understanding of respecting people. All right. So that's that. I'm not gonna go in the comments. I don't think, at first glance, you would assume this is an inappropriate question that the journalist is asking her, but it seems like some random other interviews may not be where Tina's standing right now. Could have been a couple of days ago from a different interview or a newspaper. She read something and Tina Turner says something about class. So now that this interviewer is there and Tina Turner is here, she's asking her to explain about class. Let me play it again. That's what it seems to me. That Tina Turner must have said that in a different context. And now she's asking for her to clarify it.
He read someplace.
Yeah.
He read someplace.
That I what?
Yeah, that you wanted to have more class.
Oh. How can I explain that? I think it's not dealing with class so much as manners.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a self-made woman.
That's
and
for
everything
sure.
that I taught myself through my travel, through my surrounding of people. And sometimes I might have verbalized it wrong by saying more class. Class is first, second, or third. So you'd like to be the best. So I've tried to better my life, my lifestyle. So all of that would take you to a different class if you need to put it. But we're still talking about manners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree with her.
He read someplace.
He read someplace. Yeah. So that's what it is. Whatever the discussion, we don't get the full context of everything in this clip here. Someone must have said something. Listen to the very first few seconds of that video. He read somewhere.
He read someplace.
Yeah, someplace.
That
Okay.
I what?
Yeah, that you wanted to have more class.
Okay. All right. So Tina Turner must have said something somewhere, or on a newspaper or whatever. So there she is. She's clarifying it here. Okay. So that is it. Let's do a prayer. Okay, I said prayer for safety and prosperity. All right. Past two videos, I said this: Islamic duas for protection. All right. Let's look for an image this time. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, Lord Jesus, you are a shield around me, strong in love, heavy with power, shaped with hope, and gilded with truth. I will fear no evil, for you watch over me. You defend and deliver me. And this day, this hour, this moment, I put my trust in you. Amen. All right, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I uploaded this while I was listening to JTB. So that is it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to do video number 2. The next video, we're going to focus on... There's some stuff, I think, the lawsuit. This will be the first tweet in the next video. That we're gonna start with this. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.